Go ahead and get started with my eyebrows. And yes, I'm zoomed in so you guys can see how I do my eyebrows. I thought about doing a tutorial, but it's just too short. I don't take that long with my eyebrows. Now remember, if you guys have a full eyebrow, then you don't need to use the dip pomade. You can just use an eyeshadow or a powder, a brown powder. So I mix it because I do have bald spots. I get started with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and then I just start filling in my eyebrow. Now I don't use the pomade all the time, but for this case, because I did want my eyebrows to be a little bit darker, I went ahead and used it. I normally just use the powder or the eyeshadow, the brown eyeshadow. As you can see, I don't overdraw my eyebrows. It's just up, I go above my hairline. Then I go ahead and start cleaning part of it. You're gonna see me use the Soft Ochre by MAC and a Real Techniques brush to get real precise, because I don't want to over clean them either. I just want them to look nice and clean. Here I went in with the eyeshadow, the brown eyeshadow, just so I can get that top part a little bit darker. And then I'm just sharpening up the edges of my eyebrows, filling in the front. And then I'm gonna go on to the next eyebrow and do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward from here because you've already seen me do one side. And for your eyebrows, you can either use the MAC paint pot, or you can use your foundation or your concealer. Depends on how sharp you want your eyebrows. If you want them to be super sharp, then you're gonna want to use your concealer, because your concealer is obviously gonna be lighter. So that's how I do my eyebrows. And now we're gonna go ahead and move on with the face. Again, with the MAC paint pot in ochre, I'm going in and putting it all over the lid with the flat brush. Yeah, I was trying to get that to focus, and then I didn't realize that it was peeled off and it looked ugly. So I was trying to cover that up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just blend everything in with my favorite brushes. Shout out to my little sister that bought those brushes for me. She's the bestest. Here I'm just going in with an orangey color as the transition color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to darken the lid using Brick by MAC. And then that maroon color to darken it. I don't know why, but it looks kind of brown and orange on me, and that's not the color I was going for, but it's still a smoky eye, guys. Give me a break, bitches. Here I'm highlighting as usual with MAC and C25. Here I'm applying the same eyeliner, MAC track, with this brush that you guys need to get from MAC. I'm going over it with just a regular liquid liner from Maybelline. Don't mind me, I was just listening to some music and it just got me feeling some type of way. Here I'm just blending. So I use a little bit of the concealer and blended that out. So here I'm just blending out my highlight, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clean that little mess up I did. And blend the highlight. Do a light contour on my nose. I don't feel like I really need to do it, but you know, if you're gonna do a full face, you might as well do the nose too. And now I'm gonna go ahead and set under my eye, of course, with the Laura Mercier. Here I'm setting my contour with MAC Give Me Sun. And here are the lashes that I'm going to use for this look. They're from Cream Eyelashes. Of course, with a dual eyelash adhesive, dark tone. And you guys can find this usually at Sally's is where I get it. I'm gonna go ahead and add some blush, Warm Soul. So I'm just showing you guys that it already has glue, and I'm waiting for it to dry up a little bit. Usually when I apply the eyelashes when it's kind of turning gray, a grayish color. And I usually start at the center. I can adjust the ends and make sure that it covers my eye. That was the dangerous part. I always get nervous when I gotta do it in the front of my eye. So I'm scared I'm gonna stab it. So here I'm just smoking out the bottom eyelash with that dark brown that I used for my eyebrows earlier. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean that Laura Mercier powder. I don't leave it on for too much because I don't want to have patchiness under my eye. It does help a lot with the creasing, but it also can be patchy for me. I don't know, it's just, I guess, my dry skin. And here I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some highlight from MAC. The Morphe brush, Becca Opal. I always go in with 2 highlights when I want to just bam people, you know. I'm using MAC Diva. And this is the final look. It's just a simple smoked out bottom lash. Stay tuned because the next video coming up is going to be the cut crease. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.